Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you on here, and I hope you guys can try these mandalas and have a fun time doing it. So before we get started on the mandala design, I'm going to explain our tools. So the tools I use are color-coded, so they have a color on the top of the tools. When you buy them off of Temu or Amazon, they usually just come clear. So first off, for the twirly tools, I do not use the green twirly for any of my tutorials, so you can set this one aside. As for the rods, the largest two rods, I, again, also do not use for any of my tutorials, but if you're doing like a bigger project on your own time, then of course you can use these. So now to help you understand what I have color-coded, you can lay them out biggest to smallest. The biggest one, which is the green one, next size down, we have it marked as the blue stick. And then next size down after the blue is the white stick. After the white stick, it's the yellow stick. And then we have the pink stick. And then last but not least, trying to pick them up, is the black stick. And then of course we have the twirlies. These are self-explanatory. They are color-coded already. You can color code them yourself. We use just nail polish on the tops of the tools. We can get started with the design now. We are going to start with his sleeves and gloves. So we're going to use the red paint for his gloves, white paint for the little cuffs, and then pink for the sleeves. Don't worry about the little hearts on that. We'll do that later once the sleeves have dried. So you'll do this on both arms. We're gonna use the pink stylus, the bigger end, and you'll just dip in the paint and kind of color in those gloves and sleeves. Make sure that you leave some black in between the colors so that it gives it that more crisp look, so that the paint doesn't touch each other.
Sometimes they're paid. Yeah, they can get paid sometimes. I can open it if you need to. Yeah.
Okay, moving on, we're going to go to the beard of the gnome. We're going to use the black stick and the pink stylus. So we are going to make some hearts first in just random places on the beard and then fill it up with dots. So to make a bigger heart and we're going to be doing this with the white paint. So we're going to start with the black stick, and you're going to place 2 dots next to each other like this. Then with the smaller end of the pink stylus, you're going to draw out the edges like this, connect them here at the top, and then use the paint from the dots to color in the heart.
Oh, that looks easy.
So just make a couple hearts around the beard, and then you can make smaller hearts by just using the pink stylus and doing 2 small little lines towards each other like this, kind of like a V, to make smaller hearts.
Touch yours too.
And we're going
On the pink, what end?
the smaller end. And we're gonna do this not only on the beard, but on his hair in the back. Please be mindful that there's also a coat. So this little section here, don't go all the way down to the bottom. Just this section here. You also place some hearts, and then just fill in the rest with the pink stylus.
Like dots, you mean?
Yes, yes. So make a couple hearts and then fill it up with dots.
Not to touch mine.
Okay, now we're going to move on to the clothes of the gnome. We're going to make some red hearts first and then fill in the space with pink dots. So just same thing with the black stick and the pink stylus. Just make a couple red hearts and then just fill in the space with pink dots. Okay, so now we're going to get started on the hat. We are going to do the first row of little gems on the hat. So we're going to use the varnish as kind of like a glue to attach them. And you're going to use your paintbrush to put this varnish onto the hat, and this pink tool here to pick up the gems. There's a little bit of wax here, and you'll just lightly tap the top and it'll pick up the gem. So just with the paintbrush, put a little bit of varnish, maybe like enough for like 5 gems, and then place it on the varnish. You want to make sure you place enough so that, because if you don't place enough, the gem will just keep sticking to the tool instead of stick to the varnish.
Place enough glue.
Yes. So for the next row after the diamonds, we're going to use the white stylus, the bigger end, and paint color 1. And we're just placing these dots above the in-between of the gem. So not straight above the diamond, but kind of like this. And placing these dots all the way around. Okay, next row after those white dots, we're going to use the same tool for all of these rows up the hat. We're just moving on to paint color 2, doing the same thing, starting in between. Yes. And then as you get to the top of that hat here, you can kind of ignore doing it in between, because if you keep doing it in between, the gap between the dots will keep getting bigger and bigger. So once you get here, just place the dots all next to each other. And then once you get back down here, you can start placing them more in between so that the gaps, the size gap in between the dots will stay approximately the same. So the next 2 rows after this red one, we're going to do pink and then a white row. Okay, we're going to do one more round of dots before we do the next round of gems. So the next round of dots is going to be pink. Once you do that round of dots, you can go ahead and do the gems once again. When you do the gems, don't worry about putting them above or in between the dots. Just place all the gems next to each other around the hat. Okay, so the next rows after these gems, the second row of gems, the next 3 colors are red, white, red. So 3 rows like that, red, white, red. Okay, so we are going to make 3 more rounds of dots and then another round of diamonds. So the colors are going to be pink, white, and red, and then you're going to do another layer of diamonds.
For me is a quarter cup of
So the next rounds after these gems, we're going to use the white stylus, once again, same size, the bigger end, and we're going to do paint colors 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 1. So 6 rows, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, in that order. And then another round of gems.
Okay.
Once you guys are done with that last row of gems, just make a couple more rows, choose whatever colors you want, and then once you get to the very tippy top, just place a couple random dots to finish off your gnome. Then once you guys are done with your hats, you can go back and add those hearts to the sleeves with the red paint. Just making the small hearts like we did on the beard and stuff, just 2 little lines towards each other. And just finish off with some dots and you're done.
Did the one on top.
Do you want them turned around?
Sure. So cute.
Oh, cute.
Very different.
Oh, that is cute. It's on the sleeves too.
That's pretty cute.
Still a big one. Yes, the big one all the way around. The whole time?
That's what I did, so I did my hearts, then my big dots, and then I go in with the small dots.
Oh, yeah.
Trial and error, trial and error.
Oh my goodness. Do you see that?
Her body.
Painted a white streak in the sticky stuff.
Oh, no, why did you do that? Oh my gosh, look how perfect yours is. Both of you.
Yeah, until you get to the